Hello, everyone on the back. Can you come forward, please? Welcome to the hottest garage. But it's cold. But we'll make it hot. So, we talked about acceleration, excitement, all the stuffs. But now, here we go. The hottest garage party of the year. It's about B6, not just trending, but transcending. You see these numbers, and what does that mean to us? I asked Reeti, who put these numbers together, who is our strategy head and operations business head. And she said, behind this 4 billion, 165 million, and 30 million Indians watching this, there are something, Velu, do you know? And we were Googling to find out what could be that. Then we really find it out. Trending is temporary, transcending is cultural. Oh, for a logical person like me, it's very difficult. I asked her, can you explain this? She said, when we first launched the B6 on the streets, it did not just turn the heads, but it stole the hearts. Oh, that's magical, isn't it? So we are trying to find out what happened, how the heart is stolen. And this is all about story of identity when we talk to our customers. The car resonates with the identity of our youth India. That's today's youth India is not cautious, but courageous, bold. It's not about following, it's about bold, accelerating. It's not about conforming, but expressing their individualism. This is their identity. When their identity matches, there is a feeling of emotion when you drive the car, and there is an attachment, and that becomes cultural movement. When there is a sync of these things, a culture is born, a cult is born. India does not settle for ordinary, but iconic. Mahindra, in a way, helps with product after product. Here is what you see, many more things. The feedbacks. I was asking her, is it a feedback? But here again, she said, don't look into these marketing numbers. These are the signals of emotional resonance. This is curiosity turned into identity exploration, a proof of emotional attachment that we call it as a love. And that's what the cult is meant to be. Special nation. It's not just trending again, and it is transcending with these feedbacks. These are not just feedbacks for us, but expressions of joy and pride. When customers say fun, beast, my kids love it, a game changer, we no longer selling cars, but we are shaping identities, moving away from functional conversation of range anxiety, charging, etc., to the emotional experiences. From the Himalayas to Western Ghats, India discovered that B6 not only adapts to the terrain, but commands it. A compliment that I heard from a Jano is that This is not an Indian sports car, but it is the sports car of every Indian. So there comes the special nation and special editions. The special editions are cultural signatures in a vibrant nation. We launched Batman, and it was an instant ignition of instinct, instant ignition of instinct. That's how we could call it. 999 units in 135 seconds. We create the world's first Batman-inspired, commercially available ESUV, not as a novelty, but as an act of bold imagination. Honestly, significant leadership time still goes on replying to the request for Batman. We are thinking about how to do justice for the fan club. Riti did not stop with this launch. And she again took the car and put it in BGFI. You know what happens with these youngsters. We met them in their world. Of course, they love it. They welcomed into their universe. And that's the statistics that you see it in numbers. When something becomes iconic and cult, people turn it into their own legend. BE6 is more than a car. It's India's identity. The electric canvas. Electric is an energy. Canvas is where you project yourself into. You're energized to project yourself into. Actually, special editions are not surface paints. Sorry for using this word. Pradap might kill me. They are not just surface paints. They are authentic storytelling in motion. And Batman was the beginning. But there is next. Who is the better person to tell about the next other than Riti? Riti, may I request you to tell us what you have in store next?
Thanks, Velu. Okay, so speaking of cults and iconic cars that Velu was mentioning, there's a new cult which is taking over India these days. Formula racing. It's no more just about being on the track. It's actually taken over our timelines, our wardrobes, our watches, basically everything. From binge-worthy F1 series on Netflix, Drive to Survive, to the blockbuster Brad Pitt's F1 movie, from viral memes to garage selfies, from speedwear turning to streetwear. I mean, it's becoming a whole new vibe. And what I really love about this sport is the spirit, because it teaches young Indians to dream big, to fail fast, to bounce back faster. You know, that resilience, that grit, that energy is contagious. But motorsport isn't new to India, right? We've always got that bug. From vintage races to family garages, to dusty rallies. I mean, it's been part of our roots, and Mahindra has been there from the very beginning. I remember in the 80s, it started with the Himalayan rallies to now being the only Indian team on FIA's global grid. You heard Fred say a lot about that. We have been, in fact, the founding teams right from season 1. And it's not just about participation, it's being in the room where the future of motorsports is being defined. You know, every lap we run is a little statement. Every victory is a small flex, and every headline is India quietly or not so quietly proving what it's capable of. So, we thought, why not bring that magic, all that, why just restrict all that magic to racetracks, right? What if we could bring that same attitude, that same energy, that same vibes to our Indian roads? And the answer, honestly, was pretty obvious. BE6. Because B6 is not a car, B6 is a vibe with its race ready cockpit, with its stance, its attitude. I mean, there's no other brand, no other SUV, no other electric that can carry that personality the B6 has. Anyone can wrap a car, but BE6, it is the very sports car avatar. So let me stop explaining all of this and just show you how. And today, hence, I want India and I want all of you to not just dream electric, but to scream electric because we are super proud to present the world's first Formula E themed special edition B6. Ladies and gentlemen, brace for impact. Can we have the video, please?
Wow, that was breathtaking. Wow, don't you agree? Thank you. Anyway, you know, when we were conceptualizing the B6 4 years ago, like Rajesh showed you that first sketch, you know, you always look for inspiration. And we were looking here and there. And then finally we found inspiration on our own Mahindra Design campus in Banbury. Why? Because Fred's racing team and the Mahindra Advanced Design team share the same campus. And we said, what better inspiration for a new brand, a new car, than a Formula E car? So that's exactly what we looked at. And that was a bit of a vision that the design team had. This incredible sports car, sports SUV standing in the garage. And you are the proud owner of one of these. So thank you, Fred and team, for that inspiration. And it's come full circle because we could show you this amazing Season 12 livery and how that inspired the B6 Formula E edition. Of course, it always starts with sketches. How could we take that sporty character of the B6 and push it even further? So you can see this introduction of these circular headlamps, a very sporty element that came in straight in the face of the B6. And then, of course, the team went further, detailed every element. Every element is actually optimized for aerodynamics, for weight, for this sporty look. Like Riti said, this is not just a wrap. You know, this is truly a completely different car from the B6 in terms of design. And then it started shaping how we saw the car. You know, these kind of images are so evocative. You know, they really do make you feel like you have access to this sporty beast. And I remember we would show Fred sometimes the sketches, sometimes the clay model. Of course, Fred always wanted to put, I don't know, 600 horsepower. But we said, look, you know, this is something that has to have meaning, has to be accessible to all the fans of the B6. So you can see straight away, you know, when it comes out of the garage with the headlamps on, this beautiful, mysterious car, it really grabs your attention. You know, from any view, a race car or a sports car is dramatic in every view. So the B6 already had that, you know, as a base, but we just pushed that a little further without becoming like a, you know, aftermarket kit car. It's something that Mahindra believes in and has designed and is now offering to the world. So you can see how the look, this kind of purposeful race look, it's very serious. It's not, you know, sort of playful or childish. It's really built to go around the track. And, you know, that's what hopefully you'll see it achieves. And here too, you know, that whole front face is a new expression of the B6. Like we said, the B6 is sporty, but this just takes it, dials that up a little notch further. Again, you'll have seen the aero wing in the front of the car. That plays a critical role in reducing drag, but that goes all the way over the roof, through the spoilers, and through the little lip spoiler that we've added to the tailgate or the deck, the boot lid of the B6. Here you can see it, and that really breaks the airflow and reduces drag. From the rear too, we minimize the elements. It's just got one LED lamp, and everything else is stripped away. You know, sports cars are all about this sort of lightweight feel, and you take away whatever is unnecessary. And again, this is sort of reduced to that max to still give it a signature that you recognize this as this car. The interior, I mean, you know, the first element from Fred's car was actually the halo that the driver, you know, in a Formula E car or a Formula car actually protects the driver in cases of rollover. So that was a strong element we brought straight in, but we added some beautiful touches. So for example, you will see in the door trim, there's a clear, transparent piece, and you can look at the sheet metal through that piece. This is the first time any car has used that. Again, to give a sense of lightness, to give a sense of sportiness. You're not sitting in a regular car. You're sitting in a racing machine. And again, when you see the car, you'll see touches all over of these little elements, you know, that are not exaggerated, but are there for a purpose. And of course, you know, the cockpit comes together with the beautiful Formula E logo, which we are very proud to actually put on the car. And there are other certifications around the car which I would invite you to see. So without any more delay, I won't keep you from it. Can we have the reveal film and the reveal sequence, please?
Clear skies on this exciting race day. The teams are set and we're charged up to get going shortly. And they're off! An electrifying display of driving.
have Meera and Shreya Loya with us. And these are like icons, Indian female icons. Meera is the first female racer internationally to win F4 as well. And Shreya, she's the youngest Indian to race internationally at F4. So two women who don't wait for the doors to open, they just take the wheel and drive. Thank you for joining us. Of course, we have our heroes, Nick and Edo. Edo is that side. But, oh, there is a fourth car that's missing. Where's the fourth car? We have four colors, right? Kosi, where is it?
I don't know where it's gone. I don't know where it's gone. Did we forget it in Chennai?
Damn, there's a place as well. Is it gonna come? Pratap? Where did you hide the fourth one? Oh! Do we see something? Woo! Whoa! The firestorm orange! Wow!
Great. Introducing Kush Maini. He's going to be our brand ambassador for Formula E Edition. Kush, thank you for joining us here. First Indian to win the F2 Constructor Championship, 5 podium finishes. Kush, delighted to have you part of the Formula E team, Mahindra Formula E team. And of course, delighted to have you as the brand ambassador for this. Would you like to say a couple of words, please?
Hello, hello. Yes.
I'll hold that for
First
you.
of all, thank you. First of all, pleasure to be here, and thank you for having me. It's
Absolutely.
a massive honor for me to be a part of something like this, and obviously with a name like Mahindra, that's also going for the top in world motorsport, but also one of the biggest manufacturers in India, and what I've grown up seeing on the roads.
Absolutely.
And to finally be a part of it is a dream come real. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to the whole management for having me here in my hometown, and thank you all so much for coming as well.
Thank you, Kush. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but Kush gave me a little bit of a mini heart attack on the just one round we made here. Very clearly told me why I'm not doing Formula driving as a career.
Me and Nick said who was going to go quicker, so I had to.
Oh, that was the bet going. But anyway, thank you again. Delighted to have you here. Maybe we can have you guys up for the photo op here with Kush. Please, Pratap, Rajesh. We'll do that later.
I'll request everyone to take your seats again because we have still some big announcement to be made for what you've been waiting for, the prize. So please take your seats. We'll be announcing the pricing shortly. Okay, the photo op is done for now. Could I request everyone to please take your seats? We'll be announcing the price of the car. So please. Nal, can I request you to take the stage? Nal, please come. You need to make the most important announcement now. Yeah. Hello. Okay, everyone please settle down.
I'm coming. So no champagne.
Nal.
Okay, guys, let's head back. Thank you. Let's head back. Yeah.
We'll need to sit down.
Let's settle in, please. Couple of more slides. Folks, we'll have time with the cars right after this. I'm sure you guys want to know the prize and what's the surprise. There is a surprise still left. Please settle in. Preet. Okay, all right. So let's get the show back on track here, if you guys can settle in. All right, so as you know, this is not the first special edition we're doing on this vehicle, BE6. Of course, you heard of the Batman edition, which we did a special edition in August as well. Phenomenal response for that. And as you know, when we first announced the Batman edition, we talked about getting out 300 cars. And there was this massive amount of demand for the vehicle. And we said, okay, we're going to go a little bit higher than that. So we did 999 vehicles. And guess what? That flew off the shelves in about 135 seconds. So we said this time when we're going to do a special edition, we're actually not going to do a limited version. We're going to sell the vehicle as long as the customers want it. And we hope a lot of these customers will be very excited about all these vehicles. They have 4 colors to choose from. Amazing vehicles. Pratap, thank you for a phenomenal set of vehicles here. So, but we do have something special for the first 999 customers who want to buy these vehicles. The first 999 customers who buy the vehicles and take delivery for it, they'll get a collector's box with memorabilia. They'll get a track day at MSPT, which is our proving track in Chennai. If any of you haven't tried it, it's an amazing place. You're going to special number decal, and you see the decal on the side of the car. So you're going to have a special number decal on your vehicles. And you'll have a name etched in the vehicle as well inside. And in the Mahindra Racing headquarters, you'll have your name etched there as well. So amazing set of things coming together for the first 99 customers. It doesn't mean that we stop there. Of course, people will continue to buy that. And then we're like, you got to do a little bit more. If it's racing, there has to be a podium finish. There has to be something for the top 3 customers. So the lucky customers, which we will do a lucky draw to lift it up, they're going to get access to the Formula E race in London in August. Tickets and paddock access. They get to meet and greet the Mahindra racing team, who you see here, and the May team, which is Pratap's design team in Europe. And they're going to get to have their own customized decal on the glass roof. So this is just 3 customers, very, very lucky customers, who are going to have a podium finish and get this. Now, when we launched the Batman edition, one of the big gripe people had is, of course, a huge hit with customers, but there's an even more big hit with kids. And we used to get this, can you do something for the kids? Why should only all the big mom and dad have the fun? Kids should have some fun as well. So I said, okay, this time, we are going to do something for the kids. With the BE6, we're absolutely excited about the vehicle. So we're launching a little surprise for the little ones. Can we get the ride-on out? So again, this one is designed by Pratap as well and his team. Okay. Like I said, you'll get a chance to have time with both the vehicles and the ride-along. So please, let's get back. I just want to get to the final few slides. I'm sure you're all excited about what's in store in the vehicles as well as the price as well. So let's get to it. We're launching 2 variants of the BE6 Formula E. We're launching the first one, which is what we're calling BE6 Formula E FE2 edition. Amazing set of features coming together. I'm not going to spend time reading through all of that stuff. I know you guys are dying to get to the car. So 79 kilowatt battery, has a super fast charging, which we do there as well. So performance, nothing to hold back on. Tech, the entire magic of Maya is in there. Design, of course. BE6 distinctive design with the decal and everything coming together as well. And safety, as you know, we never compromise on that. So I'm not going to go into any of these things. So that's FE2 that we're putting up there. Any guesses on the price? People are all enamored with the car, I guess. Okay. $23.69. We have one more version of the vehicle, one more variant of it. That's the FE3 version. It has everything the FE2 comes with, but you also get the intelligent adaptive suspension. It has the R20 alloy wheels. We haven't done this one after Batman. Batman gets the R20, and you're going to get this, and you see that on the tires is absolutely brilliant here. And then you're going to get night trail carpet lamps of Formula E as well. So that's our FE3 edition. For folks who really don't want to hold back on anything, they absolutely want everything in their vehicle as well. Now that I've anchored the price on FE2, any guesses on this one? No? $24.49. Okay, so obviously we are super excited to get the vehicles in your hands. We will start add to cart, add your preference on 14th December, which also happens to be my birthday, but I don't think that's the reason why they did it. We're going to start bookings opening on 14 Jan. And deliveries on 14th Feb, which is Valentine's Day. As you can see, that's where they started and they worked backwards. Again, just to clarify, that's how they started. So deliveries start on Valentine's Day, 14th Feb. But add to cart start on 14th December, and then bookings will open on 14 Jan as well. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what we had in store for all of you guys today evening and night. Super stoked to show all the 4 variants here. Now I have to have a hard time convincing my son why I shouldn't be buying this vehicle, and we should wait for the veil tomorrow as well. But thank you again, and have a great evening. Thank you.